conservatives are continuing to give up everything that they used to stand for a few, social points. Right now, conservatives are going around applauding Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star making a loosely conservative statement because what? He was able to stand against they thems. This is a transvestite that we're talking about here. If you're not familiar with Jeffrey, he is a transvestite YouTuber, super famous in the makeup community, I believe. And this is who we're applauding. This is the new face of conservatism. It's official. Transvesticism, or whatever, however you pronounce it, that is a face of conservatism. I'm just gonna roll the clip. You can make your own judgment.
I'm not into all the other bullshit. I think
What other bullshit?
the they and them.
Yeah.
And all that extra shit that we added during the pandemic because everyone was so bored on their fucking houses. They just started to make up more shit and more shit.
More stuff.
Yeah. That's where the conservatives like me because I'm just real.
Yeah, you do have a conservative vibe to you.
You're not they and them. You're trans, you're male or you're female.
And you're standing on that.
Get so mad when I say that. How are you a they? What the fuck does that mean? It's stupid is what it is.
Yeah.
But you need someone like me that looks like me to say it. Because if you say it, it turns into you're homophobic. You hate trans people. You hate gays. And it's just how you feel. You don't hate anyone. You just think it's stupid.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The next face of conservatism. The next Tucker Carlson, if you will. That is our future. And did you hear the interviewer there? He threw in the little, there is something conservative about you. What is conservative about that man? That man is dressed up like a clown. This really shows how far our society has fallen, that a man can go around looking like that and be considered a conservative. What is he conserving? Nothing. There's nothing conservative about that. Fighting against they-thems is not what makes you conservative. At most, that's a classical liberal. Like, what are you... I don't get it. I don't get how we lost so much. If you didn't already think conservatives just kind of sucked at doing anything successful, how we've completely failed over the last 100 years, this is all you need to see. 50 years ago, it was ridiculous the idea that homosexuality was allowed. Conservatives were disgusted by it. Rightfully so. I mean, it is a sin after all. And then, eventually gay marriage, we were like, oh, well, it's okay if they want to do their gay thing, but they can't get married. And 10 years later, well, if they want to get married, that's okay, but we ain't gonna start allowing transgenderism. And we started allowing transgenderism, but all you better believe we ain't about to allow this non-binary stuff. Give it 5 years. 5 years from now, the conservative take will be they-thems is completely normal and natural. But I.e. or whatever they're using now, whatever goofy out pronouns they have, snake self, yeah, that's going too far. You can't identify as a dog. And 10 years after that, furries are going to be considered conservative. We're going to see a president from the Republican Party that's going to be a furry one day. Let that set in. If we don't start making moves now, we're going to have furry conservatives. This is not a world I want to live in anymore. Like, what are we doing? How have we lost so much and we're supposed to be applauding this guy? What is remotely conservative about him? How is he spreading a message? What net positive does he bring into the world? Makes more boys want to dress up and makeup and dresses, but hey, you know what? He's gonna make sure none of them turn out they-thems. It's not even minorly conservative. Like, oh my, the influences of today's generation. This is a Gen Z conservative right here. This is a guy that's influencing the future of our party. Like, I don't understand how we allowed this to happen, how we did so little, how we fought back so little. This is why we always lose. Imagine if George Washington was here to see that. Imagine. Imagine if Ronald Reagan was here. You think he'd be applauding this? No, he'd be like, how is this man allowed to be on the internet? George Washington would be wondering how this man isn't kicked out of the country right now. How is he allowed to walk around like that, and how does he not risk getting shot? Not saying he should, by any means. I'm not saying it. I'm not promoting violence. But 1776, this wouldn't be permissible. Back then, what were they doing? They went and fought a revolution. Now Now we're fighting for transgenders because they're on our side, guys. The left, they're the real transphobes. No, we need to start embracing that title. We need to start embracing being transphobic, homophobic. Those are positive. Those are compliments. And start taking it as such. And stop siding up and buddying with these actual liberals that are destroying our movement. They are destroying our movement right now by being part of it. This is how you let your culture get destroyed. You allow people that don't belong in your movement, in your fight, you allow them to corrupt it. Because if you allow Jeffree Star's values to get anywhere near conservatism, it's going to start ripping it apart. And this is the track that we've been on for the last 50 years, the last 100 years. This is why we lose every single fight, because we allow too much crap, and then we start butting up with people that would have been far left 20 years ago. Jeffree Star is far left extremist. Now he's a centrist, and this is why we always lose. We allow these people into our side, and then they corrupt our values, and then we go even further to the left because the line keeps moving. Everything, the left has moved further to the left, the center has moved to the left, right has moved to the left. In today's world, a leftist would have been considered an insane person in the 1950s. A centrist would have been considered extreme left and extreme liberal. And a right, it would have been considered moderately left. That's how far we've moved. That's how far the line has moved so far that transvesticism is now conservatism or conservative. So, welcome to your America. Welcome to Joe Biden's America, where transvestites are conservative. Man, this country's messed up. But you know what? We're fighting back. Me and my cool friends, we're gonna get power. We're gonna do some cool stuff. We're gonna save this country. Oorah, you with me? I know you are. That's why you already hit that subscribe and like, because you are with me in this battle, and you're gonna be one of my cool friends, and we're gonna do a bunch of cool stuff to save this country. So, like I said, if you enjoyed the content, subscribe. We need to get this pushed out to more people because it is ridiculous that we are letting this man join our movement. So let's make a change. You know what? We gotta make a change, and this is how we do it. So share this video with your friends, with your goofy liberal friends. See if you can get a crappy reaction out of them, because that's always funny. So share this share this video with your liberal and conservative buddies, and everybody else too. Just do that because we need to get the word out. But so long, peace out. God bless y'all.